Hello and welcome to today's morning report on Friday the 14th of August with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. The European session has got off to a reasonably solid start. Actually picked up a little bit in the last few minutes really, and that's come on the back of news that the Greek Parliament has passed the bailout proposal for Greece. And that is obviously another step down the road towards securing this third bailout. Now it moves on to the Eurozone finance ministers. They need to do the same. And it certainly is at the moment reasonably positive news. But also there's a lot for markets to ponder generally. China didn't devalue its currency overnight, so sort of breaking a sequence of three straight devaluation in a row, devaluation days in a row. But it just obviously now the questions are as to exactly what China is doing. It's only devalued by 3%, and some are saying that is absolutely chicken feed considering how much it has appreciated over the past couple of years anyway. But also we're seeing developments in the oil price falling back below, on WTI back below 42. That is multi-year lows, and that is certainly acting as a drag on markets as well. That's not helpful for energy sectors generally speaking, and certainly it isn't positive for the market. So quite a lot for traders to contemplate. Also today, well actually let me just show you that dollar. Dollar moves just reasonably stable really, nothing too significant. Cable as I speak has just turned flat. Euro slightly weaker, but there is a slight amount of dollar strength, nothing too significant though. And the market's really sort of just weighing up a few different aspects and not really taking a view quite yet in the session. So it'd be interesting to see how this one goes. But what we do have today is a significant amount of data. Starting off with the Eurozone, we've got the Eurozone at 10 o'clock. First of all, HICP or inflation data coming out, and it's expected to be the final data. It's expected to be in line with last month, which was 0.2, so no real change there. You've also got the GDP quarterly data expected to come out at 0.4% again, so that would be a slight that would be an improvement actually for the year-on-year data, up to 1.3%, so that would be good for the Eurozone economy. And certainly bearing in mind that the German data this morning came out positively, that could be a good omen potentially for the Eurozone data, which is due to be announced at 10 o'clock. Then into the afternoon we've got all the US data. Got quite a lot of it. First of all, the PPI, the Producer Prices Index, the core data is expected to dip back towards 0.5%, so still showing no real signs of a pickup in producer prices inflation there, so that is interesting. And then we've got the capacity utilisation and the industrial production numbers. Industrial production is expected to be about 0.3% month on month, but on the year-on-year data that is just equating to 1.3%. So bearing in mind this time last year we were up at sort of 4.5-5% on the industrial production year-on-year data. That is still not great numbers coming out of the States. Capacity utilisation is expected to just go to around about 78, just slightly pick up there, so that would be a positive number. And also then finally, to round off quite a heavy day of data, we've got the Michigan sentiment at 3 o'clock, which is expected to come in at 93.5. Now this is the flash data from last month, which was 93.2. That 93.3. That was subsequently revised down in the final data to 93.1. So 93.5 would be slightly improved on that data. So, wow, a lot going on. Okay, so that takes us to my chart of the day, which is the dollar Swissy. Now, I think that the dollar is still in these sort of realms of being a bit of a corrective play. And we had this sharp, this is the daily data, daily chart. We had the corrective sharp correction on Wednesday, which sort of bounced off the bottom of this uptrend channel. But the thing that concerns me are these momentum indicators. The stochastics especially have confirmed now crossover sell signal. MACD lines as well starting to cross over, and it just leaves me a little bit concerned as to how healthy this uptrend channel really is. Obviously we had that bounce off the support. You've also got the support of the 21-day moving average, this green line here, which has capped the last 3 lows. So that is a positive, but looking on the hourly chart, it just becomes a little bit more corrective. I've seen this rolling over now, and you've seen what had previously been strong momentum within this uptrend channel, with the RSI continuing to sort of find support around the sort of the 40s level, corrected lower, about well into oversold territory, but now the recovery is sort of falling over in the 60, just under 60. So that for me is a corrective move. Look at the MACD lines as well on the hourly chart, consistently above neutral, but now looking at being below neutral. Also, look at these falling moving averages. All the hourly moving averages are falling in bearish sequence. That has not happened throughout this move higher in the last month. So these are all things that are just giving me concerns that perhaps this has rolled over near term anyway. Look at this. I'll stick in a horizontal line at 98 figure, and you can see that old support, which had been resistance, became supportive, but then obviously broke down. That old support has now become new resistance again. So I think 98 figure is a big level now on dollar Swissy near term. If you can't get a break above 98 figure again, I think this chart could continue to roll over. So obviously the near term support comes in at 97.25, and that protects that 96.74 key low from the 12th. But certainly this is, I think, just beginning to show signs of this uptrend channel sort of getting a bit tired, and potentially, obviously, with that sell signal on the stochastics, is just adding to a little bit of potential correctivity on this chart. That uptrend channel today comes in pretty much bang on 97 figure. So I wish you good luck in your trading on dollar Swissy today, and I will speak to you later.